Clearly, Sonny trusts you if he's willing to hand over the organization to you when he retires.
Sonny handpicks an undercover cop as his heir apparent instead of his own son.
This is exactly the kind of surprise I don't need right now. How did I miss Maxie sitting in her car in front of Kate's the night Claudia died?
Obviously, you had other things on your mind.
I just don't like that she saw me there with Michael.
Okay, Maxie is not going to mention Michael. I made that very clear. And Spinelli understands, so he's going to go over it and over it with Maxie.
Okay, so now it goes from bad to worse. You tell me how a ditzy broad like Maxie is going to keep her mouth shut during a whole police interrogation.
$200 for harassment and highway robbery.
Well, next time, don't park in the gravel area outside your office.
Yeah, well, the city maintenance truck was in my parking spot. Thank you. Oh, never mind.
Dad, if you want to ask me a question, you don't have to drag me downtown like I'm some common criminal.
Common criminals would be your pals, Jason and Spinelli.
Hey, is everything okay here?
Lucky, you think that Nikolas and I know?
Yeah. I know, Elizabeth. I know that you two have been screwing each other behind my back. It's not your finest moment.
Lucky, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how I let it happen. I know it was wrong.
Wrong? No. No. Wrong is forgetting our anniversary or not paying the phone bill. When your fiance is nailing your brother, that goes way, way past wrong, Elizabeth. That's something else. I don't even know what it is. It's sick. And I've been trying to figure out how I could be so blind to what you really are.
But look, I know Maxie better than you do, and I told her exactly what she can tell the cops.
Which is what?
That you came home late with a stain on your shirt.
Well, how the hell?
You get out of the car, you open the gates, the headlights were aimed at you. Okay. That's what Maxie's going to say. Okay? Nothing about Michael being in the car, and the cops can come to the same conclusion as she did.
Well,
why
wouldn't they? She saw blood on my
shirt. It doesn't even matter, because the shirt's gone, there's no physical proof, and there's plenty of room for reasonable doubt.
I don't trust Maxie.
Okay, Sonny, she kept her mouth shut so far out of loyalty to me. She's going to keep it together for Spinelli.
Yeah? Like when she had sex with Franco? All Franco had to do was talk pretty to her. And it's not pretty what the cops do when they want something, especially when it involves...
The key arms of the law and the person of the parental unit have wasted no time. Maximista has been escorted downtown, and I fear she will crack like an egg at the first sign of pressure.
Is everything okay?
I was speaking to my daughter.
It's okay, Sam. I don't know anything, so Mac can ask me whatever he wants.
You bet I will.
Sam, say it ain't so. Say that Mac is not questioning Maxie without benefit of counsel.
Well, Mac claims that he can ask his daughter whatever he wants. So, wait a minute. Diane, please, you could make everything worse. The fact that you're here implies that Maxie did something wrong.
Nonsense. Watch me and my authority. Excuse me, I'd like to speak to somebody about a illegal docking citation that I received. Hello? Why, what's going on in there?
There's been a murder cover-up, Maxie. I know Jason has convinced you to lie for him. Look, I love you and I want to protect you. So why don't you just tell me everything you've been trying hard not to tell me?
Oh, Mac, why are you grilling this poor girl without her lawyer present?
So our cop's supposed to stay detached from that, Marco.
It's easier said than done. But Sonny has spent his entire life creating a criminal empire. But with Sonny going to prison, there's no one left to run the organization.
There's Jason.
Jason does what he does, and he's one of the best, but he doesn't want to run the show. He already did that once, and he hated it. You want it.
No, man. No, I mean, even if I did, which I don't, all right? Sonny would never hand it over to me. The guy can't stand me. I don't get it. Why not Michael? The kid's been dying to learn the ropes.
Michael can't handle it. That kid is a mess, and Sonny blames himself.
So you're really gonna see this thing through, huh?
I'm gonna wrap up what I came here to do. With Sonny's arrest warrant in the works, he'll be tried and convicted, and when he's sent up, the Confronts organization will cease to exist.
Pretty amazing how kids can share the same DNA and be so incredibly different. Lulu, the eternal optimist, she always bounces back. Ethan, well,
Cynic to the core.
I'd say so. He's certainly enough like me that he can punch his way out of a crisis. Cynicism is one of my finer survival mechanisms.
Mm-hmm. And not a bad coat of armor.
Yeah, it deflects the pain. Doesn't stop it. Might cushion the blow a bit. Lucky doesn't have any armor. He's pretty naked in the world. He believes in hope. He counts on faith. And like me, when I was a younger, more tender man, he wants to believe that love is everlasting. Elizabeth and his brother. That is a pretty ugly betrayal.
You're drunk. This isn't the time
So
for this.
what?
You're gonna say something
So
that
what?
you regret. I'll regret. Out of the three of us in this room, I'm supposed to be the one with regrets.
Who told you?
You did. Well, actually, you told him. See, I was on my way to Windermere to say goodbye to my brother. And I heard your voice say, I love you. Just like you've said to me 1,000,000 times. Pushed open the door. And there you were. All over each other.
Like I never wanted to hurt you.
Why would you care? You don't love me.
But I do. I do
You
love
don't do this to someone you love. If you're gonna hate anyone in this, hate me. It's not her fault. I'll get to you. Don't worry. But you know what? In all fairness, I deserve a free pass. First time around, you know? Not knowing that you were banging Jason, carrying his child, and lying to me, saying that it was mine. I mean, I was in recovery, and I thought you were the little angel I'd always loved. It's not her fault. Okay? She didn't want this all along, and I pressed it. You pressed it? Well, she failed. Miserably. What is it, Elizabeth? Huh? I want to know, what is it about cheating that just turns you on so much, huh? Are you bored when I touch you? Is it not risky enough? Or do you just like being the center of your own drama, huh? I am begging you not to do this right now. What do you mean, like the rush of sneaking around behind my back, the danger of screwing on any flat surface you can find, huh? In the backseat of a car, telling him or just whoever the guy of the moment is that nobody gets you like he does?
I don't think we should be doing this while you're drunk.
Who cares? Who cares if I'm drunk, drunk, sober, sober, drunk? I can still smell every lie that comes out of your mouth. But look, I'll own my part in this, okay? I couldn't see what was right in front of me. You're too edgy when Nikolas is around. You cry for no reason. You push me away and then say it has nothing to do with me. I should have known. After everything that Elizabeth has done, that she was a faithless tramp. But never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine this betrayal from my own brother.
The parental one insisted on escorting Maximista to police headquarters.
Well, that's not good.
Well, I took it upon myself to contact the Brusque Lady of Justice.
But that's a dumb move because, you know, it shows that Maxie's trying to hide something.
Spinelli,
so
why don't you just go find out what's happening and report back to me, please?
Will do.
We gotta have a plan B.
Okay, but Sonny, the only alternative is just to tell the truth and let Diane make a case for self-defense for Michael.
What's going on with you right now? Did Franco mess with your head more than I thought?
Hey, do we have Al-Anon meetings here at the hospital?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in room 517. The times are listed. And you can also find plenty more online. The Methodist Church over on Regal and the Community Center at the park are both nearby.
Wow, thank you.
So then you don't feel so alone, right?
Have there been, problems with, missing medication recently?
Be more specific.
You know, pills. Specifically, pain pills.
You're the big surprise, Nikolas. All those years, learning to trust each other, believing you when you said you loved me, that we are both our mother's sons. I got news for you. You are a Cassadine, right down to the bottom of your rotten soul. Yeah, I guess I had to see it for myself, but you two make a hell of a pair.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So you've said.
I have no excuse.
Something we agree on.
Look, I don't know what else to say. We didn't plan for this to happen, Lucky. It just happened, okay?
I don't even know what that means.
You know, what you saw was the end of it.
The end of it? Oh, well, it helps to know that wasn't the only time. When did this affair start? Exactly, huh? Well, you know what? I don't want to know.
The bottom line is, Lucky, we love you. It's over.
You might have thought about that before you jumped into bed.
Nicholas was leaving the country. I just went to Windermere to say goodbye.
Oh, and nothing says goodbye like a good fight! Oh. You want to get all macho now? Huh? You want to get all chivalrous? Defend your little prize over here? You make me sick. You're a sorry excuse for a man. What happened? Elizabeth? What happened? I mean, I thought we had forgiven each other for everything that happened with me and Maxie and you and Jason.
We did.
Why? Why? What, you just decided to betray me?
I hate myself for what I did. I'm never gonna touch him again. I swear.
Well, good news on that. As the deal is off, you two can screw each other as much as you want now, because I no longer care. You were everything to me once, Elizabeth. And I don't know when you changed or why. But now I can see you for the cheating slut that you are.
Stop it! You want to take it out on someone? You take it out on me! It's not her fault!
Oh, I'd love to.
sight. Sonny's being arrested.
Soon? The warrant's in the works?
Thank you for the warning.
That's not why I came over.
What's the matter? Oh, you sit down. Come on, I'll heat you up some gnocchi.
You know, I'm not hungry.
Come on now, my son turns down a hot meal. I know something must be wrong.
I hate my job.
You didn't used to.
I hate lying to these people. Michael, Morgan, the whole family, man, they're just a family. You know, they fight and they take care of each other. They make mistakes and they forgive. I mean, even Sonny, he's exactly like you say. He's a deeply flawed man with some good going on. He's done a lot of bad things. The law says he's got to pay, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be hard on his family or his kids, and they did nothing to deserve it.
So you're having second thoughts?
I can see the look in Sonny's eyes when he realizes he's been betrayed. Sonny likes me. He believes in me. He wants to groom me to take over for him someday. Can you believe that? I mean, me instead of his own son.
This has nothing to do with Franco. Are you sure about that? Because you're the one who keeps saying that he got to you. I'm just trying to figure out how bad.
Are you really telling me our only option was to take Maxie out before she could be questioned by the cops?
Just making a point. We don't give up Michael, whatever it takes. We make sure the cover holds.
What did you see in Sonny's driveway in the very early morning after Claudia disappeared?
I saw Sonny's car pull up. The electric gate wasn't working because the storm had taken the power out, so Sonny had to open the gate manually. And when he turned back towards the car, the headlights were shining on him.
Was there anything unusual?
It was raining, so the visibility was not great, but I did see a large, dark stain on Sonny's shirt.
Was it blood?
It was, as she said, a large, dark stain. It could have been cocoa, it could have been oil, it could have been mud, it could have been soy sauce. Sonny's crazy about sushi.
What else?
What else? Could you possibly be more vague?
Fine. Was Sonny alone, or was he with someone?
There was a time when Lucky and I understood each other pretty well. I knew that his way of dealing with things was to be the direct opposite of me. Light to my dark. That's how he got in the mess he's in now.
You could have done worse.
You damn with faint praise better than anybody I know.
It's a gift. So why don't you just stop feeling sorry for yourself? It's not about you, Luke. It's obvious you love your son, and whether Lucky realizes it yet or not, he is going to need you more than ever.
Elizabeth loves you. You understand that? She tried to end this thing with me over and over, and I wouldn't let her. It's on me.
Do me a favor. Okay, stop trying to blame yourself. It's embarrassing. It doesn't change any of the lies. It doesn't change the fact that you were sleeping with him while you were getting ready to marry me.
Elizabeth, it's Carly. Are you home?
Please don't. Pardon me. Hey, cuz. Come on in.
Okay, obviously you guys are in the middle of something. I just wanted to invite you to Jocelyn's christening. It's on January 29th. So.
I'll be there. Wouldn't miss it. Nikolas and Elizabeth, I don't think they're gonna be able to make it, though, because they'll be too busy rutting like farm animals on
Lucky, for God's sakes, come on, will you?
What, man? Huh? You don't have to keep it secret anymore. This is liberating.
I'm gonna go.
blame Carly.
I know you want to punish me, but think about the boys.
Shut your lying mouth! You can whore yourself out to anyone you want, but don't you ever try to use Cam and Jake to manipulate me again, you bitch!
You can attack me all you want, but I have never used Cameron and Jake to manipulate you.
You always have. You knew the problems I had with my dad from day one. You held Cam and Jake out as my chance to be a better father, to have a stable family. But what you really wanted was for me to be your fail-safe. You wanted me to play Papa while you were out tramping around. Those boys have no idea
Lucky,
what
you're
their mother
understandably
is.
upset, but you're taking this thing too
Like
far.
hell I am! You heard her? She doesn't want the world to know what you two did for the boys' sake. She thinks that by throwing them in my face, she'll get what she wants like always. Well, not this time! You cheated. And you lied. And you handed yourself out like candy. You're gonna get what you deserve, Elizabeth. And that might include 2 kids who can't stand the sight of you. Just remember, you only have yourself to blame. What happened to that precious little girl that I found trembling in the snow? I'll always love her.
If you feel like I'm putting you on the spot, then good. You do not go around dropping not so subtle questions about missing pain medication without expecting to sound the alarms. So you tell me what I need to know before I call Dr. Weber and file a report.
Only if you promise to keep it quiet.
I will if you will.
Lucky's drinking again. A lot. And I'm afraid that he's gonna start using.
If he's back on the pills, he's not getting them here.
He thinks he can handle alcohol.
And you think that if you go to Al-Anon, you'll figure out a way to get your brother sober. Except it won't work. It'll only help you deal with his drinking.
He's just worked so hard on his recovery, I can't believe that he would go back.
It doesn't take much of a push for them to fall off.
Yeah, but something else is going on, something that I haven't figured out yet.
Spinelli, call me. I want to know what happened at the police station. Oh, just call me.
Boy, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, I got a lot going on right now.
Oh, no, you're gonna want to hear this. You're definitely gonna want to hear this.
Are the kids okay?
Yes. Yes, they are, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. You are great with children. You are. You're great, and you always put them first, and I, for one, never thought it was fair that you had to give up custody of your son.
Is there something going on with Jake?
With Elizabeth. Yeah, that selfless, shining angel doesn't get to look down her halo at the rest of us anymore. She has lost her wings, and she is in a free fall.
What happened?
Well, while she's been engaged to my dear cousin Lucky, sweet saintly Elizabeth has been sleeping with Nikolas.
Have a glass? A glass, Dad.
You know there's only room for one bitter, jaded, nasty Spencer in this saloon, cowboy.
You ever looked at someone and known what love is? Watched her brush her hair, read a book, and just every gesture. So simple. So perfect.
Yeah, I think I know that feeling.
I loved her. I mean, I would look at her, know that she was mine. My heart would just ache with it. It was a good ache. It was like standing on the edge of a cliff, looking at the ocean. It's frighteningly beautiful. Now the good is gone, and then all that's left is just the ache. I confronted Elizabeth, called her some horrible, brutal names. I don't even think I feel sad about it, or angry. I don't even think I feel anything about it.
Well, that's probably a blessing right now.
Yeah.
But it won't last.
Yeah, I was here to do a job, not take over an empire. Why don't you seem surprised by any of this?
That someone would come to respect and admire my son and want to reward him? I'm not surprised at all.
I gotta admit, for a minute there, I was honored, you know? I thought, sure, I can do this if it means this much to this guy. I mean, how crazy is that? I came here hating Sonny Corinthos. Now I like him. I even admire him on some level. And now I'm gonna destroy him.
I went to Elizabeth's to invite her and Lucky to Jocelyn's christening, which I think is a very nice gesture since she's going to be, well, she was going to be family. God, I don't have to be nice to her anymore.
Carly, please.
Lucky answers the door, and he had been drinking, which is a really bad thing for a recovering addict. Elizabeth was standing there with her eyes all red like she had been crying, and Nikolas looked guilty as sin. Lucky said that he wasn't sure if he could make it to the christening, but he knew that Nikolas and Elizabeth would be too busy running like animals. I mean, those were his words, not mine. No one denied it at all.
This is not good.
Elizabeth and Nikolas get exactly what they deserve. We should feel bad for Lucky here. He loves Elizabeth. He worships the ground she walks on, and she's getting it on with his brother. And no, I'm not being a hypocrite, okay? I know that I love people that I shouldn't love. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Okay, enough. Elizabeth is the mother of my son.
Yes, and what are you going to do about
I'm going to do nothing because it's none of my business, and it's definitely not your business.
Oh! You gave custody up of Jake because you assumed that Elizabeth and Lucky were going to be raising him. I'm pretty sure Lucky's going to be out of the picture. And Elizabeth's credibility as a mother has been shot to hell. So you need to get over there and think about getting your son back.
I deserved everything he said. I never thought I'd see such contempt in Lucky's eyes.
He was drunk, hurt.
He was telling the truth. We're the liars and the cheaters. We can't be trusted. I had a life for me and my boys, and I trashed it.
Not that it matters to him, but you wanted to stop, and I didn't.
I didn't. Right up until the last night you were going to leave. What the hell is wrong with me?
Nothing. Let me help you.
No, I don't want your help. You need to leave.
I think I should stay with you.
I said go. Don't you understand? I hate you right now.
I hope you're numb. I hope your numbness gives you a little rest. Because when the full weight of this hits you, it's going to be like an emotional tsunami.
I don't give you enough credit, Dad. You've always known that love is just an invitation to get played for a fool.
Oh, I think it's a little more than that. Love has changed lives. It's saved lives.
It's destroyed lives.
Love is a perfect notion. People expect too much out of it. No one can fix your life for you, no matter how much you love them. People are flawed, people fail. I fail regularly.
Well, that makes two of us.
I don't have any doubts about you, cowboy. As soon as you get your wits about you and get your balance back, you'll know just how to face this.
You know, when I got this case, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I mean, Sonny's been thumbing his nose at law enforcement for decades. I knew it was a big job, but I was thinking logistically. I never figured I'd get involved emotionally. But I should have. It literally never occurred to me that I would ever have empathy for Sonny. I mean, his life is about to be blown apart, and it's all because he made the fatal mistake of trusting me, and that makes me feel like crap.
Honey, and it's been tearing you apart for months. Enough is enough here. You gotta walk away from this case tonight.
Maxie was quite convincing. What little she did give the police will eventually lead them to question you, but a stain on a shirt that no longer exists is not in and of itself.
We can manage.
I need to speak with you, Dad.
I'm done.
Thank you, Diane. Keep me posted.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna like this.
What'd you do, Mike?
Why do you always have to assume?
Look, I've had a lot of bad news today. I'm sorry.
I will not like this. I overheard Dominic. You can't trust him, Dad. He isn't who he says.
This thing you have with Dominic, Michael, okay, it has to stop.
This isn't about me. Dominic is working undercover for the cops.
Hey, I got all the Al-Anon stuff from the hospital, and I'm thinking of calling Lainey to stage a family intervention. You don't look so good.
Thanks. So you haven't seen Lucky?
No, why?
I have. Elizabeth and I both spoke to him. Or listened would be more accurate, I guess.
Say why he started drinking again?
He knows the truth. Elizabeth and I have been sleeping together for months now.
You liar. You selfish pig. How could you do this to your brother?
Daylight breaks the night. I wake to find I'm alive. But something's changed. I'm not the same. A stranger's face wears my name.
There's a lot that makes sense now about you. Why you'd never make plans. That way you'll never be disappointed. You just get up and take it as it comes. You know, I've I've been going to meetings for over 2 years now. And I just finally now understand what Just for Today is about. Keep your options open. Dump your expectations.
It's not really that black and white. Nothing is. You know, every hope doesn't get shot to hell.
It's okay, Dad. There's something to be said for taking off the rose-colored glasses. It helps you see clearly to a place where nothing can hurt you because you've got nothing to lose.
Careful, son. A man with nothing to lose has nothing to live for.
In my skin.
Starting Friday on General Hospital.
My job is to bring Sonny down.
I trusted you.
You really want to add cop killer to the list?
Goodbye, detective.
Oh my God, Sonny! You just shot your own son!
Watch as they meet for the first time as family. General Hospital.